In today's world, life is more convenient than ever. With easy access to food, entertainment, and modern comforts, it's become increasingly simple to fall into a sedentary lifestyle. So, how can we stay healthy, and what does being healthy even mean?
To help us explore this question, we're joined today by Mrs. Neeti Agarwal, a holistic nutritionist and fitness enthusiast. Mrs. Agarwal is a university topper at Chaudhry Charan Singh University, a certified holistic and sports nutritionist, counselor, and has worked with over 200 clients on their fitness and transformations. She is also the crown winner of Mrs. India Fitness 2022 and a gold medalist in the WRPF Powerlifting Championship in the US 56 1 category. Hello, Miss Neeti. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Would you like to tell us anything about yourself before we get started?
Okay, I'm Neeti Agarwal. I'm a holistic nutritionist right now, and as I was an IT engineer before, but I switched to the health industry. It's around been a 15 years now, and yes, I work as a holistic nutritionist, which is it's about the wellness. It's not just a diet. It's not just a fitness. It's a all over the fitness that I'm talking about. It's called the wellness. So I'm in this industry. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Are you ready to
Hmm.
get started?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me.
So the first question we had for you was, is health more than just gaining and losing weight? And what can it mean for different people?
Okay, so if I'm talking about the holistic perspective, the health is not just a gaining or losing weight. It's very much beyond that. It's like organs health, hormonal health, is the how much muscles you have, how much bone density you have, and the mental health. So these are the four five perspective. Then it's the overall health in the holistic way.
Okay.
Okay, so speaking in terms of all of those factors that you mentioned, like bone density, and it's not just gaining and losing weight, right? What can people do to maintain a healthy lifestyle?
So if I'm talking about the healthy lifestyle, the first thing, primarily thing is the circadian rhythm. They have to very much focus on the circadian rhythm. So it's like a food timings. The body should understood your food timings, your sleeping timings. Okay, is if I'm giving a simple example, like you guys are students, you know what time you have to go to school, what classes, when your class is going to start, which teacher is coming. So you are mentally free out of what is going on in the whole day. The
Yeah,
same thing is your body. So your body should understand that what time is food is coming, when is food is coming, okay, what time you are going to sleep, so that it's actually your body is relaxed
right.
if you are going with the circadian rhythm. So this is a very primary factor for the healthy lifestyle. Second thing is definitely it's a diet. It's
Yeah.
a diet about the quality and the quantity. Both are very important.
Uh-huh.
But first thing is the quantity. We always not focus on the quality of the food. Sometimes we are traveling, sometimes we are outside.
Yeah.
So if you are not into the quality, then you have to very much focus on the quantity of the food.
Okay.
Third factor in the lifestyle is a physical activity.
Right.
So physical activity is not just having a 1 hour exercise in a whole day. Physical activity is, yes, you have to be active in a whole day. Is
Right.
after a meal, 10 minutes walk kind of thing, or you have to do some other kind of sports also along with the exercise, or some kind of stretchings you have to do in a whole day. Walking is very important in a whole day. So is
Right.
a physical active you have to be in the whole day. This is the third thing. And fourth thing is mental health. I
Okay.
will say mental health is very important for the people. They have to have a gratitude towards the God or towards their lifestyle, what they have. So this is called, I will say, this is the mental health. So if they are taking care of these four parts, I will must say they are healthy. So lifestyle diseases will not definitely comes to their body very fast.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So how do we balance between diet and exercise?
Okay, so if I'm talking about the balance, so in terms of balance, what do you want to ask me? Is
I
I
mean,
I think in the sense like both timing of food and exercise and how to manage that. And I know you mentioned quality and quantity and how to manage that with like exercise as far as eating both good food and eating either less or more food depending on when you're exercising.
okay, so I will say you have to take care of 80% of your diet in your whole day.
Right.
So
okay.
first thing is circadian rhythm. I already talked about. Once you are on the circadian rhythm, then you just taking care of 80% of your diet. That the natural food, how much is the natural food in your plate, is very important. So it's like a 50% of your plate should be a natural food. So
Oh,
natural food is what? It's a vegetables or fruits.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
along with your goal, maybe you are in the bulk mode or you are in a lean mode or you
Right.
want to lose weight. Depend on that, you have to just change the protein and the carbs.
okay.
Okay.
If I'm talking about the exercise, if you want to balance in your diet, in your daily routine, I will say exercise is a discipline.
Right.
Exercise never comes with the mood or never come with the any other stuff. It's like a discipline. It's like when you have to eating is a mandatory, right? The same
Yeah.
thing is exercise. You have to make a time for exercise. So
Okay.
this is the discipline. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. That was really interesting to learn about just balancing between diet and exercise and how to balance them individually. And just to summarize, I know we talked about things like circadian rhythm and maybe bone density, but could you just summarize again what other parts of a healthy lifestyle there are?
Okay. So the other part of diet and exercise along with the mental health I'm talking about. In
Okay.
the mental health, I will say along with the exercise, I will say it's a recovery part. So most of the people are thinking, okay, exercise and diet, they're just having a tick mark over this. But they're not thinking about the sleeping is equally important if you are doing a very good exercises.
Hmm.
Because sleeping is giving your time to recover your muscles.
Right.
So if you are not sleeping on time, I'm telling you, after having a good diet or after having a good exercise, you will end up with the diseases also. And sometimes we are blaming over the exercise, okay, because of exercise, still the person have a this and that. The
Yeah.
reason is because of the two things. One thing is the mental health, second thing is the recovery. They are not taking care of their recovery part. So
Yeah.
sleeping on time is very important. If I'm talking about the ideal time, it's around 10 or by 11. Definitely by 11, person has to sleep because 10 to 2. 10 to 2
Right.
is the time where the most of the hormones release to recover your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we've established that diet, exercise, and mental health all play an important role in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. However, now in the post-COVID world, many jobs are done at home. Because of this,
We were wondering, are we shifting to a more like sedentary lifestyle? As in, are we becoming less active?
I will say after Corona, what I have seen in a front of mine is the people are little more active in terms of their diet
Okay.
okay.
because they saw something, the health is degraded after corona, so they just focus on their diet. And yes, they towards on exercise also, but where they are lack of is the recovery part. They're not thinking about the sleeping is equally important if you are doing these two things.
Yeah.
So and because of that is because of they are always on the laptop, they are always on the ot, Netflix and everything is they in the front of them. So they move from work to shifted to OT is very fast.
Right.
So this is, I will say this, they have to stop. They should understand, okay, sleeping is equally important and they have to cut off that. they should have a balance between this television and their sleeping. So they
Okay.
should
Oh,
understand that and they have to take care of that part.
Okay.
okay, that's really interesting that after COVID, we've actually started to focus more
More.
on exercise,
Yeah.
but maybe less on sleep.
Hmm.
So I know that there's two different types of exercises, aerobic and anaerobic. What are the benefits of these two types of exercises?
Okay, so aerobics exercise is where the heart rate is higher.
Okay.
So in terms of running, in terms of any strength conditioning exercises like a burpees, jumping jacks, like these things, it's a aerobics exercises, and that helps to our heart actually because the
Okay.
heart rate is higher, then the blood circulation is higher. So this is a aerobics exercise, and anaerobics exercise is a weight training.
Okay,
Here is the mostly is a weight training where the heart rate is a very certain time of period is higher only. Okay, when you are just lifting the weight, is that period of your heart rate is higher, but it's more over the muscles gain and your bone density. So
okay,
these two factors is helped there.
okay. So talking about both aerobic and anaerobic exercise, how can we balance these two types of exercises?
Okay, so definitely we should not focus on the one part of kind of exercise only, not only anaerobics and not only aerobics. We have to manage, but I will say the 3 days anaerobics exercises, 2 days aerobics exercises, and 1 day your body has to be on rest. 1 or 2 days, its depend on your weight training. Is maybe you are in a higher weight, then you have to take a 2 days of rest, and if you are in a lighter weight, then it's depend on your choices that you have to go with the 3 days aerobics or a 2 days aerobics.
Okay.
Okay. So motivation also plays like an important role in exercise. How do people stay motivated to work out?
Okay, so in terms of motivation, I will say a motivation is very momentally active things. So that if you saw some kind of video or some kind of quotation, then you feel motivated and go for a gym.
Yeah.
And you more on the result oriented. If you are just saw the video and just go for exercises,
Yeah.
okay, once you will not see any results on you, then you demotivated again.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so motivation demotivation goes hand to hand.
Hmm.
It's like we saw on a weighing scale. Okay, this is okay. Today is a weight reduction. Okay, I'm motivated and I go for a everything on a diet, on a exercise, everything. But the day which I'm stagnated, I again demotivated. So I think motivation is never work for a longer time.
Okay.
Discipline works for a longer time. If you are just disciplined, okay, this is the my lifestyle. This is I have to take care, and that here I have to go for a longer time. Then you will see after some time, you will see automatically before thinking, you will see something is changing in you mentally, physically, everything is changed. So I think discipline is more important over the motivation.
Okay, and that's interesting that we're looking at all of these things as a routine as opposed to just being motivated to do it one day and then not being motivated the next. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking with us about exercise. And we also know now that food is an important part of having a healthy lifestyle too. So we wanted to ask a few questions about food.
So what I wanted to ask is that when should people eat in relation to workouts?
Okay, so I will say it's depend on the person to person.
Okay.
Some people go to workout in the evening, some go in a early morning, some go in a mid morning. So it's depend on. Is
All
if
right.
you are going for early morning, then you have to just you doesn't want to eat a lot and then go for a gym, right?
Right. Yeah.
So you will take a five almonds or some kind of small fruits or a black coffee. This is enough if you are going
Okay.
for a early morning. And if you are going in a mid morning, it's depend on your how much hunger you have. But definitely you should take care of your spices. should not take a higher on spices before going for a workout, and it should take a 60 minutes before, minimum 60 minutes before you had some carbs before going for a workout.
Oh,
Same in the evening. If you had a lunch and then go for a exercises, then I will must say the 2 hours gap between the lunch and your exercising.
Okay.
okay.
Okay, this is the pre-workout. If I'm talking about the post-workout, post-workout is very important. A very, very important if you are going for any kind of exercise, aerobics, anaerobics, any kind of exercise, your plate should be optimal. Because in exercise, our heart is this shape and it's increase on this shape because of the blood circulation.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you want to take care of your heart after exercise, then you have to must eat a good food after exercises. Mean half of the plate is the color of vegetables. How
Okay.
much immune you can make your system is, your organ is the color of vegetables. Second thing is the carb and the protein, and that should be optimum. Optimum means it's depend on if you want in a muscles gain, you can take a more protein and the more carbs.
Okay.
If you are in the leaner side, okay, you have to cut down your fat, then you have to go with the lower in the carbs and the optimum in the protein intake.
Uh-huh.
So this is all depend on, but after workout is very important. Within an hour after coming from a workout, you should have a optimum plate.
Okay.
Okay. So, how does our diet and fitness affect gut health? Because gut health is an important part of your body.
Yes, the holistic is the approach is the gut health only. So
Okay.
gut is not just a diet or fitness. Gut affects all over the healthy lifestyle.
Right.
So what I talked about is before the 5 factors. Circadian rhythm, if you don't, your body should not understand your food clock, your sleeping clock, it disturbs the gut health. If your body is if you are having overeating, your gut will affect. Okay, if your quality is very fancy, it's like twisting the food every time, then again your gut will affect. Okay, and physical exercise, yes, if you're not releasing your toxics,
Uh-huh.
okay, because once we are having a good exercise, we most of the time have a good water intake. If we don't have exercise, we feel it, we not feel hunger, it's thirsty, right? So
Yeah.
toxic is not released once we are not having a exercise. So exercise is also affect the gut health. Fifth thing is
Okay.
the mental health. So mental health is like a top of the full lifestyle. If your mentally is not healthy, if you're not think positive towards the life, then definitely your gut will be affect more. Once you feel it disturbed, you will see you want to eat more, you want to eat sweet more, you have a craving more, you want to sleep or something like that. So this is actually disturbing. That's a sign of disturbing the gut.
Okay.
So it's interesting how all those factors play a role into our final like holistic health. And in summary, could you tell us about just the balance between food and exercise, knowing everything we know about quality and quantity?
Okay, so again is a balance between food and exercise, right?
Right.
Right.
So So I must say is a healthy lifestyle. I'll not say you don't go and eat outside. I'll not say don't travel or eat always packed food and then you always have a home food. No, not possible. So if I'm talking about food, I will say the 80% you have to take care of your food.
Okay.
Just 80%, 20% is okay. Whatever is coming in along with your lifestyle, eat that, but take care of the quantity.
Right.
If you are eating, I will say it's a wrong way to say, but if you are eating chips, as you are a student, if you are eating chips, then you have to know that how much you have to eat.
Right.
Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you're eating chocolates, you should know that how much you have to eat, where I have to eat. You should not munching. You
Yeah.
should
Okay.
first thing you whenever is the meal timing, you eat the chocolates at that time. Second thing is you should understand, okay, this is the 1/4 I have to eat. And you keep it on your plate. That's it. So
Yeah.
you can enjoy the food also, and it's a moderation also. going on, right? And if I'm talking about the exercise, it's depend on the person, it's depend on the taste also, but I will say don't stuck on the one kind of exercise.
Right.
Don't stuck on just on a sports. Ki,
Okay.
okay, I'm having a badminton, I'm doing exercise. No, if you are having a badminton, that means you are actually using your muscles.
Right.
So now next 2 days you have to take care of your muscles to build up.
Okay.
Okay, so aerobics, anaerobics, both exercises should be in your plan.
Okay.
Right.
So with that, we wrap up today's interview. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It was an honor to
Okay.
have this.
Hmm.
Is there anything else you would like to add before we close?
Okay, so I will say a fancy things, because now we are much over the social media, and because of that we towards the very fancy diet, fancy exercises. Don't go with this. Have a simple lifestyle, simple living, simple food, and the simple exercise also. Yeah. So for the wrapping thing, I'll just say for the people that don't go any fancy diet or any fancy kind of exercise, just have a simple lifestyle. I have seen very rich people also. If you go inside their houses, inside their living, you will see a very simplest thing. The only thing, because the simplest things is keep you mentally satisfied. It's give you the satisfaction towards what lifestyle we are having. And we understood that this most of the people also not having that kind of lifestyle. Okay, so this positive mindset always have. No, don't have any fancy twisting diet. Always, okay, this I have to make a grill or this and that or air fried. No, have a simple thing. If this is a cooking on a ghee or any oil, use that and eat that. So
Okay.
quantity, always focused on the quantity, and have a simple exercises. Good exercises, simple exercises, have a discipline. This is a right mantra of the healthy living.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will. This is the line that I have to say to the people.
Uh-huh.
Right. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Um,
Yeah, welcome, Karthik.
yeah, and we will see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shaurya. Thank you, Karthik. Yeah,
Thank you so
bye.
Bye. Right. And to our listeners, thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for more interviews and discussions on different science topics. We really appreciate your support, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.